What's up, everyone? Welcome to Lacrosse Family. We are really excited to have you here. Today, we want to talk about what you need to get started to play girls lacrosse. Let's go! All right, so the first thing you're going to need to get started is a stick. You could have a stick that looks like this, or you could have a stick that looks like this, or you could have this, all kinds of sticks. That got weird. When it comes to girls lacrosse, you could have all kinds of different sticks. You could have mesh, like you see in this pocket, or you could have more of a traditional, like you see in this pocket. What I look for in a youth girls lacrosse head is something wide, a nice wide head. Gives you a great scooping area, but also a nice target to catch the ball with. What I also like is a pocket like this, where now the girl is able to put the ball in here, and it's going to stay in here pretty easily as they're running down the field and trying to learn how to cradle. When you're shopping for sticks, the one thing you may see is a complete stick. All that means is it's a head and a shaft all together. It comes as one unit. That's all it means. A lot of girls, as you age up, are going to buy a head and a shaft separately. They may like specialty shafts, they may like specialty heads, but at a youth level, you don't need to do that. My recommendation for a stick is actually this brine warp. I love this brine warp, and specifically this brine warp. We're going to put a link to that down below. What I absolutely love about this stick is not just the head, but the shaft that goes along with it. You've got pink for when you're catching the ball or when you're cradling. You've got purple for when you're throwing the ball to a friend or a teammate or shooting a ball. I love that it makes it so much easier for lacrosse to just tell players where to put their hand position. It is one of the most challenging things. This stick takes care of an awesome head and a great shaft. Totally recommend you pick one of these up if your daughter's 8 or younger. If this video is helping you understand girls lacrosse gear, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. We're going to be talking a lot more about girls lacrosse. The next thing to get for the girls lacrosse player is goggles. You are going to need these. These are required for girls lacrosse. You may see boys lacrosse. They've got helmets on, full helmets like these. And girls, all you need are these goggles. What I recommend is looking for some SEI approved goggles. I'll put a link to some down below. But just look for some youth goggles, especially if you're looking for young girls. Make sure you look for youth goggles so they do fit their head. There are some different attachments for straps. I'll put a link to one of those down below. These straps work okay. I understand the other ones seem to work better. These ones worked okay for my girls for a couple seasons. The next thing you're going to need for girls lacrosse is a mouth guard. Make sure you get your girl a mouth guard just in case any kind of collisions happen, balls coming anywhere near there. We want to protect that dental work, protect that smile. You're going to want cleats for girls lacrosse. I totally recommend cleats over flats or sneakers because you are going to be doing some cutting back and forth. What kind of cleats you can have? Yes, there are lacrosse specific cleats. Do you need lacrosse specific cleats? Don't tell anyone I said that. But no, you don't need girls lacrosse specific cleats. You can use soccer shoes. Soccer shoes are absolutely fine. The only benefit of a higher top shoe is it gives a little more ankle support. So soccer cleats are fine, but if you're looking for a little more ankle support, absolutely higher top shoes or girls lacrosse cleats. The next thing I recommend is girls lacrosse gloves. These gloves are definitely going to be different than the boys' gloves. They're going to have super thick padding in them. These are very small, lightweight material. But what these gloves will do will keep the girls' hands warm. These are the exact ones I got my daughters when she was 6 and 7. They kind of sort of fit. These are extra small, so totally recommend finding gloves that are extra small if your daughters are that age. I'll put a link to these ones down below. Also, not a bad idea to pick up a lacrosse ball. Girls' lacrosse balls are typically yellow. Any color will do. I recommend hard rubber lacrosse balls because I think they're easier to catch and throw. You could use a tennis ball. That works, but I think it's a lot more difficult to catch a tennis ball than it is a lacrosse ball. You also could pick up one of these really cool Swag balls. I think it's a little bit softer. It's more of a beanbag material. These work as well. One thing I see at practices that I don't feel like you really need is a stick bag. A lot of people are going to try to sell you on a stick bag. A lot of starter packages are going to try to sell you on a stick bag. I want the girls carrying this. They don't need a stick bag. If you want a bag to carry the extra equipment, the gloves, the goggles, everything else, perfect. Water bottle, absolutely no problem. But I don't think you really need a stick bag. When you get home, the stick should be going with them. It shouldn't be sitting in a bag in the garage. They should be working with it, playing with it in the house, getting used to feeling what it's like. How do I play this sport? So there you go. There's all the things you're going to need for girls lacrosse. I know there's a few things in there. Most importantly, get that stick lined up. Once you get that, you get the goggles, you get the mouth guard, you're ready to play lacrosse. Everything else is just gravy. Thanks for stopping by this week. We really hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and as we say around here, don't forget the little things. It's got purple for when the ball's in your stick. It's got